This weekend, I asked a bunch of friends what they would do with 1 penny, 10 cents, $1.
A few moments later,
$1,000, etc. Kept multiplying the number times 10. So I wanted to answer the question for you, what would I do with?
I thought you might be interested, and I hope you enjoy this.
So with 1 penny, I would put it in a change jar. If I had 10 cents, again, change jar, probably pay for parking. $1 would end up in my wallet. $10 would also end up in my wallet, either end up on food or some kind of impulse spending. $100 would end up going towards bills, gifts, or books. $1,000 would go to Watson Squared LLC, and I would also send myself probably to Playlist Live. $10,000 would go towards my house. It would go towards debts, probably a travel fund. $100,000 would go towards knock out all my debts. We'd put most of the rest towards a house and maybe save a couple thousand for a travel fund. $1 million is where lifestyle starts to change. So I would pay off all my debt. We would buy land that we want with a farm on it. I would have a Tesla X. Alyssa would go to vet school. I would probably stop. I was a middle school math teacher. I would get a PhD. I would keep making videos and books. I would probably work on fitness and working on becoming an Olympic athlete. Probably handball or volleyball. $10 million. I would probably buy more houses, some for luxury and vacations, some receive passive income. So I would also put it in a fund so it could live off of and we would not have to worry about it again. We would also put some of that money into a fund so that money made on the dividends would go towards scholarships. I would start my own school, probably fund 1 or 2 green startup companies. $100 million. I really put some thought and effort into this. So what I'd want to do is create scholarships for teachers to be able to become PhDs and also be able to fund teachers to be able to get paid more. So $1 billion, I would start setting up schools in other countries. So at $10 billion, I would try to introduce it to the whole state of Massachusetts. $100 billion, I would probably increase the reach of the schools being created in other countries. I would also try to expand the reach of those teacher salaries and education to go up into other states. $100 billion, I would try to expand my reach to the entire nation. I would also want to increase the amount of teachers per classroom. So that's what I would do with those insane zeros. We're talking like 9 zeros right now. I would consider once I get 10 or $100 trillion bailing out the United States' debt. So yeah, I want to try to expand some of your brains and think about the reach that you really want to have on the world when you have that kind of money, because you can't spend it on yourself. It's too ridiculous. You would not be able to accomplish spending that kind of money on yourself unless you were you just couldn't. What would you want to spend on? What are the world problems and the national problems that you would want to see changed? Yeah, so please leave those in the comments below. If you like this, subscribe. What you gonna do with that? Get into that inquiry, and I look forward to seeing your comments on it. Stay weird. Eat it! If you want to make any of those things happen, help me become a bestseller, find this book on Amazon or CreateSpace. I'll leave a link below.